Well, Liberals can begin casting advance votes today for their preferred candidate to lead the party and replace Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The four candidates faced off in the English debate in Montreal last night. Similar to the French language debate, how to handle U.S. President Donald Trump dominated the conversation. Mark Carney, Frank Baylis, Chrystia Freeland, and Karina Gould, they were asked what they would do about Trump's tariff threats on their first day as prime minister and about Trump's desire to make Canada the 51st state. And with more reaction, I'm joined live by Michael Barrett, Ontario MP and Conservative Shadow Minister for Ethics and Accountable Government. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Let's start with last night's English language debate for the federal Liberal leadership. Much like the French language debate, how to deal with Trump's tariffs dominated. So what's your response to what you heard?
Look, we heard from Mark Carney, who is the supposed front runner, that he believes Canada's economy is weak in the face of these threats, these unjustified threats from the Trump administration in the United States. And what's interesting about that is that Mark Carney has been Justin Trudeau's senior economic advisor for the past 5 years, even taking on a formal role in the last half of last year. And so he's saying that Canada's economy is weak. And if it is weak today, it's weak because of Mark Carney. So a very interesting admission from him. But we also found out, Mr. Carney previously chairing the board at Brookfield Asset Management, days after Donald Trump had made the threats about tariffs being imposed on Canada, Mark Carney sent a letter to all of the shareholders at Brookfield Asset Management saying that they should support the board's unanimous decision to move their headquarters from Toronto, here in Canada, to Donald Trump's hometown of New York City. It's unbelievable that Donald Trump hadn't even taken office, and Mark Carney was looking to appease him and do exactly what Donald Trump wants, and that's to steal jobs away from Canadians.
And, there's also a call from conservatives for Carney to disclose his personal assets, the conflict of interest and ethics commissioner, but he doesn't have to do that yet. What is that about?
Look, we have someone who has demonstrated that in Mark Carney, he wants to put his own profits ahead of the Canadian people. We saw that with his decision to move the headquarters of Brookfield from Canada to Donald Trump's hometown of New York City. But also the decisions that his company took while he was sitting in the Prime Minister's office advising Justin Trudeau would look to pad his pockets, to enrich him at great cost to Canadians. We're looking for transparency. It's basic transparency. Conservatives have said that the rules as they exist aren't strong enough. We would work with the ethics commissioner to strengthen those rules, to include people like Mark Carney, who are looking to assume the role of Prime Minister, but never having disclosed their potential conflicts of interest and financial interests to Canadians. And it's so important because we see with this revelation last night where Mark Carney said that he had nothing to do with this decision, but in documents revealed today, it shows that, frankly, he was lying to Canadians, and he was part of a unanimous vote of a board that he chaired to put the interests of himself and his well-connected elite friends on Bay Street and on Wall Street in the U.S. ahead of the interests of Canadians. And it's unacceptable. We need to make a change to the rules. But right now, Mark Carney needs to do the right thing and to disclose what his conflicts of interest are. Canadians can't believe what he's saying as he demonstrated last night.
Okay. Michael Barrett, Ontario MP and Conservative Shadow Minister for Ethics and Accountable Government. Thank you.
Thank you.